Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy YTZ. YT, wake 'em up, back at it again with another video. Hey, this one right here is about rich people living unconventional lifestyles, living in campers, RVs, and living van life. Why do I say rich? Because these people got to be well off. And one lady specifically, she told us her net worth. You got to have some money to have a Sprinter. To get those campers, you got to have a couple dollars. So this not broke people, this not homeless people. They're choosing to live this type of lifestyle. So this is by choice, not by force. I need everybody to thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this amazing content out, man. I'm back, returning today. We're going to go on a marathon today, man. A lot of uploads. And if you're brand new to the channel, I need everybody to go ahead and smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you can be notified when I post. Let's get right into this one.
From apartment living to RV life, here's some advice you might want to consider before making that move. Number one is be okay with letting go. My boyfriend and I had a ton of furniture, decorations, and things you would normally have in living in an apartment, and we knew we had to downsize a lot. But honestly, material things didn't really matter that much to us anymore. We're very adventurous people, so we care more about the experiences and the memories we make. So make sure you're 100% okay with letting go of almost everything you own. Number two is become a master organizer. Our camper is only 18 feet, so I had to make sure my organization skills were on point. Everything we kept has a specific space, and keeping up with that space is very important. I would say that Amazon and Dollar Tree are going to be your best bet for affordable, space-saving products. Number three is appreciate the little things. Literally. When living in our apartment, I always felt like I wanted more and more decorations or furniture, and it was just never enough. And don't get me wrong, I still have my moments when I feel like my space is very small or I can't figure out how to organize it, but I appreciate it so much more now because we own this camper. And this really relates back to mindset, because if you continue to feel like what you have is never enough, then it's really not going to be enough. So be thankful for every little thing that you have, appreciate the hard times, and your cup will always be full. Let me know if this video helps and if it made you want to move into an RV.
Jigga what? Jigga who? Remember when Jay-Z said less is more? A lot of people are getting this type of download, this type of discernment, this type of feeling that they pretty much don't want to have a house no more. They don't need an apartment no more. They don't need all of that space. They can have everything in a small, confined space, like an RV, like a tiny home, like living in a car even, or a van. So yeah, you're going to have to downsize, but you're really winning in the end because you get experiences. You get time with your loved one. If you live in doing this type of lifestyle with your loved one, y'all get to be together. And they own that RV. So like I said, they got a couple of dollars because they was able to own it. So now you have something that you own versus just paying rent to somebody. I feel you. Even if you paying a mortgage, you don't own that home until you pay it off in full. And still, you got property taxes compared to you having this RV. You own it right out. It's yours. Nobody can't take it from you. If you fall on hard times, it's all good. You already paid for it.
So I'm 36. I'm divorced, and last year I downsized from almost 4,000 square feet mini mansion to 84 square feet. I live in a van. I'm rich too. My net worth is over $5 million, and I'm not saying that to brag, and frankly I couldn't care less if you think it's tacky to talk about money on the internet to strangers. I'm sharing this so you'll be curious and want to know why I decided to downsize so drastically when I didn't need to. First, I didn't get rich because I got divorced. I got rich because I built and sold a successful online business. I worked my ass off and I got so burnt out I didn't recognize myself anymore. I even got committed against my will to 4 different mental hospitals in 2 years because the doctors don't know what burnout is. They just tell you it's a mental illness and give you a little pill, but it's all bullshit. Mental illness is a sign that something is out of alignment. Your brain and your body aren't balanced because you aren't living the way you're meant to live, which is happy, free, safe, and doing what you love. I'm so sick of our government lying to us and allowing big corporations like the drug companies to lie and steal from us, not just our money, but our lives. They're stealing our health and our vibrancy. The food's fucking poison. The water's fucking poison. The air is poisoned too, but it's not just poisoned, it's purposely poisoned. They take our money and we fork it over to them because we're afraid that if we don't, they will ruin our lives. but they're already ruining our lives. It's like the frog in a pot of water on the stove, and they do it so slowly with their pills and their food and all their other poisons posing as household necessities. We gotta wake up to what's happening, because we're not prisoners to fear and lies. We're not meant to be that. We're meant to be free. We're meant to live in harmony with each other. We're meant to thrive and have fun every single day. That's who we are. We're not angry mobs protesting or killing each other. We're not cattle. We're not economic slaves. So that's why I downsized, because I realized that my house was holding me hostage. It was keeping me prisoner to the belief that I needed to stay in one place forever in a gigantic house that's nicer than most luxury hotels and work really, really, really hard so I could pay for it and pay a huge amount of taxes as well. Does that sound like freedom to you? I downsized because I wanted less of the unnecessary stress that contributed to the burnout that left me feeling so empty and dead inside for years. I downsized because I wanted to be as free as possible, and that's why I live in this fancy ass van. I love it so much. It has removed so much distraction from my life, and that's making it easier to notice what's really going on in the world. Things are going to get better from here, people. Don't believe the constant bullshit from the government or our news media about all the terrible things that are going on everywhere, because if we believe what they're telling us, we're giving them more power. If we believe that we're each other's enemy, but that the government has our best interest at heart, then we won't notice it's them and unite against them. That's their biggest fear, that we actually listen to one another to learn from one another. And if you like this video, I want to teach you everything I know about not just healing from the so-called unhealable mental illness, but also how to reprogram your brain to believe the truth about existence. And that truth is that you are powerful beyond measure, and you've just been taught to believe that you're not by the people who think they own the fucking planet. I guarantee you that if you can learn to believe that you are powerful, that your life will start to reflect that. It's when we believe that we're powerless that we actually imprison ourselves in a reality in which we are indeed powerless.
I don't care what nobody say. The first goal is getting the riches. The next goal is maintaining the riches. It's a lot of people that fall off, and then they just got those stories. I remember when I had this, when I was living like that. I had every single car. I had this big, nice mansion. I had all of these businesses and all of these investments, but it's just temporary. You want to maintain that lifestyle. You want to stay living that way forever. You want to stay having money, not go back to being broke. Most people, when they get rich, their goal is to flaunt the lifestyle. They want to show it off. They want everybody to know they rich. Then you got the smarter people that live frugal. Nobody would know that they rich, but they rich. You might even think they a bum or homeless or don't got nothing. I put it like this. They would be the last person that get robbed. The man with all the jewelry on or the woman with all the jewelry on that look like they got the money, they would get robbed, and they not even the ones with the money. I prefer to be like her. And I was watching this YouTube channel. It's two channels at this point. People that were millionaires that fell off. In their 30s, they were millionaires. They had everything. Everything they ever wanted. Then as they got older, they couldn't maintain that lifestyle. Their health declined. And they couldn't do what they did before, now. So they fell off, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to be in that position. Just telling stories of how you used to live and how much money you used to have. You want to be financially stable forever. That's the goal.
This is what it's like living out of the back of your van and spending the night alone at a truck stop on a rainy day. So after pulling into the parking lot and finding a spot in the back that was kind of level, I decided to head inside to the truck stop to use the bathroom so I didn't have to use the one in my van, and then headed over to the convenience store to get myself some snacks. And if you've never had them, you got to try those Dots pretzels. They're so good. After that, I walked out and there was a bunch of little vending machines, so I tried to win a Nintendo Switch on this machine that I had never played before and ended up failing miserably and wasting $1. So I accepted my defeat and headed back out to the van, which is pretty much the only place that I could hang out because I am at a truck stop. So I decided to take my laptop out of its secure van mounting and get some work done on editing my latest YouTube video for a few hours. And then after I got bored with that, I decided it was time to play some Xbox, and the only game that I have downloaded right now is Fortnite. So I played a few games of that and then realized that I am actually horrible at the game, so I stopped doing that. And then it was time for dinner, and I didn't really have that much food in my fridge or in my pantry, so I decided to make these weird halfway grilled cheeses out of some hoagie rolls and cheese that I had in my fridge. And surprisingly, they actually turned out halfway decent. And I decided to enjoy those in bed because why not? While watching my favorite YouTuber of all time, myself. Just kidding, I didn't actually do that. I just watched some Suits and then I went to bed.
Come to my living SUV and everything I need to make this possible for me. This is my mini refrigerator that I technically have not tested out, but we'll test that out soon and I'll update y'all. I keep a first aid kit for any accidents when I decide to go camping, hiking, whatever. This is my hot plate so I can cook while I'm on the road. We're doing Taco Tuesday next week on live, so make sure you hit that follow button. This is where I keep all my clothes. This is where I like mainly need the clothes I wear like almost every day. At the bottom, it's like purses and shoes that I don't need all the time. So I set up my speakers so I can pull them down whenever I need them. But like say I'm set up at a campsite and I want to play some music and I don't want to use my car, these speakers work wonders. We're going to come back to this cute little light. We have them at the front of the car as well. This is my hanging bar. Like, listen, when you're on the road and you know what I mean, I'm a content creator, so I'll be needing a drink sometimes. But yeah, this is my cute little hanging bar. These are my blackout curtains. You see how they could just bow privacy. But I do have a mesh thing on my window as well, and my windows are also blacked out. We're just going to talk about the bed since we're already back here. This is a foam topper and like a thin blow up mattress that I'm laying on, and it is super, super comfortable. This is my little basket that I keep on my bed because, again, I'm a content creator, so it has like my mics, my cameras, tripod stands, lights, all that. So I call myself trying to create wall art, and I created this little picture that says subscriber lives matter. I know, so cute. I also made this out of sticky paper. I cut the window out and then I Velcroed it, so it's like easy to take on and off. This is my security system / where I watch Netflix. My camera is actually set up to where I can say, hey, Alexa, show me the front camera, and it'll pop up the front camera. I have my generator off just to save battery because I don't need my cameras right now, so that's why I can't show y'all the cameras. But since we're talking about the cameras, I have the blink cameras. This is the module, but I have 5 blink cameras, 4 surrounding the entire car, and then 1 inside the car. So don't play with me. This is my mini heater that works wonders. Literally have it on for 15-20 minutes. It's gonna heat up this whole little SUV. This is my little AC unit. I really don't care for it. I don't think it gets as cold as I thought it would, but it's working for now. I keep like stuff that I need to like build stuff in the car in here. So like batteries, tapes, all types of stuff. Little knickknacks, my Velcro straps, all that. And then I also Velcro strap the drawers, so when I'm driving, they don't fly open. This is my dog setup. That's his food back there so I can refill it, but he got his water and his food bowls right next to him, and this is where he sleeps. This is like a little storage thing underneath my dog. It's like toilet paper, paper towels, wipes, Clorox wipes, all types of stuff underneath here that I don't really need all the time. It stays right under my dog. This is my cute little light switch. I can turn the lights on and off. And then it's also Velcro, so I can take it on and off. So you got 2 in the back and then we got 1 in the front. This is the Champion generator that's keeping everything running in here. It's currently charging outside of my sister's house. I have it connected to an extension cord so I can get a full charge out of it. So I'll be ready to go tonight. This is another speaker so I can have surround sound throughout the car, and again, not use the speaker in my car. This is bathroom stuff, hair stuff, all that, electronics at the bottom, all that good stuff. Another privacy screen in the front, aesthetic purposes only, to be honest, because there's one right there. There's also a privacy screen on both windows, left and right. I got this sound machine, but I really don't need it, but I thought it was cute, but I can't turn it on because I have my generator off, but it gives you rain sounds, thunder sounds, all that good stuff. And this is how I use the bathroom. It's self-explanatory. It's a funnel. It hooks right onto her. Keep my wipes, sanitizers, napkins, all that near me, so when I have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, I'm good to go. I know y'all are gonna ask, but how do you do number 2? My number 2s are pretty much planned, so I know exactly when I'm about to do number 2. I shower at the gym. It'll make my ass get up and go exercise. Also, I am fully doing this by choice, just to travel and just experience living on the road. Hit the follow button. Also, you can go to my bio and subscribe. Comments, likes, shares, subscriptions, all that is helping me make all of this possible. So I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The first thing that stood out to me is that bar. She got a bar in there. Now, if she get pulled over, can't she get in trouble for having, riding with open bottle? That's just what I'm thinking about. Y'all know me. I pay very close attention, and I like pointing out things that most people wouldn't point out. Just the first thing that clicked in my mind. You riding with open bottles, I wouldn't really be showing that off. Another thing, the dog. She got her dog living with her. So I wonder how the dog like living in the van. It's not that much space for the dog. Then another thing, like I'm vouching for this. I always love watching van life. I always thought it was interesting. The only thing is, if somebody steal your car or your van, in this instance, then not only did you lose your vehicle, but you also lost your home. And if they steal it while the dog still in the car, you lost your dog too. So it's just bad having all of your belongings in one specific place. But it ain't no different from your house. Somebody could come in there and take all of the valuables up out of your house. At least you still got the house though. They didn't dig up the whole house and take the house. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to leave off with nothing negative. I like this way of living. They get to see the world. If you pay for the van outright, then you really don't got no expenses other than like gas and normal day-to-day wear and tear on the vehicle, and your normal day-to-day expenses and insurance, unless you out there riding dirty. But it makes everything more affordable. And it seems like people really live a happier life, but it takes a specific type of person to live this life too. It's not for everybody, but for the people that it is for, I see they enjoy it and they love showing it off to the world. And I could see more people in the future going to van life, selling their homes as times get hotter and they're not able to afford it, and then going to van life. And I said this about a year and a half ago, and now we're seeing it more and more. I'm not saying this is something that's brand new because this has been going on, but I'm just seeing it more and more and more. More and more, more and more. But yeah, it's YT, man. I appreciate y'all. Let me know what y'all think about living in your vehicle, living in a camper, living in your car. Just living on wheels, a house on wheels. How do you feel about a house on wheels? You got to have some money to do this now. This is not for everybody. If you paycheck to paycheck, you really can't afford to do this. Even transforming the van to make it comfortable and being a safe space for you to live in, a comfortable, safe space, your money got to be right. Your pockets got to be right. And another thing, remember Elon Musk, he sold his house? I don't know if he's still living like this, but he had sold all of his homes for him to live in a house on wheels. So like I said, there's rich people doing this. There's really rich people doing this. Let me know what y'all think about it, man. It's YT. Appreciate y'all.